Alex had always been drawn to the unknown. From a young age, he devoured tales of lost civilizations and hidden treasures. Maps and ancient texts were his playground.
The legend of Eldarado, the lost city of gold hidden deep within the Amazon rainforest, captivated my imagination like no other. It was a siren's call, beckoning me to embark on the adventure of a lifetime.
Years of meticulous research had led Alex to believe that Eldarado was more than just a myth. He had uncovered fragmented accounts from early explorers, hinting at a city of immense wealth and advanced technology, a secret society guarding an artifact of unimaginable power.
This artifact, rumored to be a source of unlimited energy, was the true prize. I was determined to find Eldarado, not for the gold, but for the knowledge and advancement it held for all mankind.
The Amazon was vast and unforgiving, but Alex was no stranger to danger. He had honed his skills in some of the world's most extreme environments, learning to survive and thrive where others feared to tread.
I knew the jungle held countless perils, venomous creatures, treacherous terrain, and the ever-present risk of disease. Yet, I was undeterred. My resolve was ironclad, fueled by the allure of the unknown and the burning desire to uncover the truth behind the legend.
With a heavy backpack filled with supplies and a heart full of anticipation, Alex set off into the emerald embrace of the Amazon. He was prepared to face whatever challenges awaited him, knowing that the discovery of Eldarado would be a testament to human curiosity and the enduring power of exploration. The air hung heavy and humid, thick with the scent of damp earth and exotic blooms. The jungle canopy, a dense tapestry of leaves and vines, swallowed the sunlight, casting long, eerie shadows on the forest floor.
I moved with practiced ease, my senses alert to every rustle and chirp. I knew the jungle was alive, teeming with creatures both beautiful and deadly.
Days bled into nights, each one hotter and more humid than the last. The jungle floor was a treacherous maze of tangled roots and hidden sinkholes. Alex relied on his machete to hack through the dense undergrowth, his compass and the position of the sun his only guides.
I had to be constantly vigilant, watching out for venomous snakes camouflaged among the leaves and jaguars lurking in the shadows.
Food was scarce. Alex supplemented his rations with insects and edible plants, his knowledge of jungle survival proving invaluable. He collected rainwater in large leaves, purifying it with iodine tablets. Sleep was a luxury, snatched in short bursts between keeping watch for predators and warding off swarms of mosquitoes.
Despite the hardships, I pressed on, my determination fueled by the cryptic clues I found along the way. Carvings on ancient trees, seemingly random patterns etched into weathered stones. They were pieces of a puzzle, leading me ever deeper into the heart of the jungle. I was getting closer. I could feel it. The lost city of Eldarado was waiting.
The deeper Alex ventured into the jungle, the more he felt a presence watching him. It wasn't hostile, not exactly, but it was definitely aware. The jungle itself seemed to be communicating, whispering secrets in the rustling leaves and the calls of exotic birds.
I began noticing strange symbols carved into tree trunks, symbols that echoed the ones in my research. They weren't random, they were deliberate, placed there by someone or something.
One particularly sweltering afternoon, as Alex hacked through a thicket of thorny vines, he stumbled upon a clearing. In the center stood a crumbling stone archway, almost entirely hidden by creepers. This was no natural formation. This was the work of human hands, a remnant of a lost civilization.
Excitement coursed through me. Could this be the gateway to Eldarado?
As he stepped through the archway, he felt a shift in the atmosphere. The air grew heavy, charged with an almost palpable energy. The jungle sounds seemed to fade, replaced by an unsettling silence. He was being watched. He could feel it in his bones. But by whom?
Suddenly a dart whizzed past my ear, embedding itself in a tree trunk behind me. I spun around, my hand instinctively reaching for the machete at my side.
He caught a glimpse of movement in the trees, a flash of dark clothing disappearing into the foliage. He wasn't alone. Section 4, The Serpent's Trial. Alex found himself in a deadly game of cat and mouse. His pursuers, whoever they were skilled trackers, their movements silent and swift.
I evaded traps, expertly concealed beneath a layer of leaves and dirt. Poison darts, tipped with a paralyzing agent, continued to fly from the shadows, each one a deadly reminder that I was not welcome here.
He soon realized that his pursuers were not interested in killing him, at least not yet. They were herding him, driving him deeper into the jungle and closer to his goal.
I found myself navigating a series of increasingly complex puzzles and challenges. Pressure plates hidden beneath moss-covered stones triggered false trails and deadly pitfalls. Ancient riddles, carved into the bark of giant trees, held the key to unlocking hidden pathways.
One particularly harrowing challenge involved crossing a deep chasm on a rickety rope bridge, all while avoiding the venomous snakes that called the chasm home. The air was thick with the musky scent of reptiles. and the bridge swayed precariously with every step.
I could hear the hiss of scales and the thud of heavy bodies slithering through the undergrowth below. I made it across just as the bridge gave way, sending splintered wood and frayed ropes plummeting into the abyss. I had faced death and emerged victorious. But the trial was far from over. I had to determine who my pursuers were and what they wanted from me, and I had to reach Eldarado before they did.
Section 5. Guardians of the Lost City. Exhausted and wounded, Alex stumbled into a hidden clearing. Before him stood a village unlike anything he had ever seen. Huts woven from leaves and branches blended seamlessly into the surrounding jungle. The air was filled with the sounds of laughter and conversation, the aroma of strange but enticing foods.
This was no ordinary village. I had stumbled upon the descendants of Eldarado, the guardians of its secrets. I was surrounded by warriors, their bodies adorned with intricate tattoos and feathers. They were wary, their hands resting on the blades at their sides. But their eyes held a wisdom I had never encountered before, a connection to something ancient and powerful.
A woman, her face etched with the stories of 1,000 lifetimes, stepped forward. She was the shaman, the keeper of their history and their magic.
Through a combination of gestures and broken Spanish, I managed to communicate my purpose. I spoke of the legend of Eldarado, of my quest for knowledge, and of the dangers I had faced along the way.
The shaman listened intently, her gaze never leaving his. When he was finished, she nodded slowly. She led him to a fire in the center of the village, where the elders had gathered.
They spoke of a prophecy, passed down through generations, of a stranger who would come seeking their wisdom. They told him of the artifact, a source of unimaginable power, and the responsibility that came with it. They were the guardians, tasked with protecting it from those who would exploit it for their own gain. They believed Alex was the chosen one, the one who would restore balance to the world.
Section 6. Legacy of Eldarado. The journey to the heart of Eldarado was fraught with danger. The jungle itself seemed to resist their progress, testing their resolve at every turn.
Giant spiders spun webs of steel across our path. Vicious peccaries charged from the undergrowth, their sharp tusks bared in a silent snarl.
But Alex was no longer alone. The tribe fought alongside him, their knowledge of the jungle proving invaluable. They finally arrived at a towering waterfall, its cascading water concealing the entrance to a hidden cave. The air crackled with energy. This was it, the gateway to Eldarado.
The shaman explained that the artifact, a glowing orb of pure energy, lay at the heart of the city. But it was guarded by a series of deadly traps, tests of worthiness designed to weed out those with impure intentions.
Alex, accompanied by the tribe's best warriors, navigated the treacherous passages, relying on his wits and their guidance to overcome each obstacle. Pressure plates triggered collapsing ceilings, and hidden darts flew from the walls, but they pressed on, their determination unwavering.
Finally, we reached a vast chamber, its walls adorned with shimmering gold and precious jewels. In the center, suspended in midair, pulsed the artifact. It emitted a low hum, a tangible energy that sent shivers down our spines. We had found it. The heart of Eldarado.
Alex reached out towards the orb, his hand trembling with anticipation. This was it, the culmination of his life's work, but as his fingers brushed against its surface, a tremor shook the chamber. He looked up to see the ceiling crumbling, rocks and debris raining down upon them. The entire city was collapsing in on itself. He had to make a choice, stay and claim the artifact for himself or escape with the tribe and ensure their survival.